Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 3 In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the RSA Interdiction sniper rifle, and I've got some bad news for you, which is this weapon isn't very good. I'm going to be doing a lot of comparative stats today, comparing it to both the SVG and the Locust sniper rifle, but if you haven't heard, this is the new one that you can unlock through supply drops, and I think Treyarch decided to make it weaker than average in order to make sure that it wasn't OP or pay to win or unfair. A lot of you are on the OP or pay to win train, and in the case of the RSA Interdiction, that is definitely not the case. But let's start off with the stats first. The base damage is 75, making it the lowest damage in the sniper rifle class. The other sniper rifles in Black Ops 3 have base damages of 95 to 99, depending on the weapon, but the base damage of 75 does make it very low. But as we all know, sniper rifles in Black Ops 3 or any Call of Duty game have body and head multipliers, so the one-shot kill areas will vary regardless of what the base damage is. The one-shot kill areas of the RSA Interdiction are the head, neck, and upper chest, and that's it. The arms, the middle, the gut region, the ab region, the lower region, the groin, the everything else, even sometimes the arms and shins and stuff, not gonna do it. Head, neck, and very upper chest. It has an overall very small one-shot kill area. This is actually the one-shot kill area that the Drakan had back in the beta, if you remember correctly, and I just want to point out that you're going to be getting a lot of hit markers with this weapon, and when you're using it, you gotta aim for the upper chest by far, or just maybe even go for headshots. On the plus side, like most sniper rifles in the game, there is no change in one-shot kill areas when using a suppressor, so I strongly recommend using a suppressor. There's actually no reason you shouldn't use a suppressor on this weapon. It is by far the best attachment for it, which is why I'm running it in every single class that I'm doing here on In Depth today. Its rate of fire is a little bit slow, especially given that one-shot kill area at 50 rounds per minute. Compared to the Locust, that's slower. The Locust shoots at 57 rounds per minute, and the SVG shoots at 45 rounds per minute. So it's probably closer to the SVG rate of fire than it is to anything else for those of you that like the comparative stats. And with a bad one-shot kill area and a slower rate of fire, you would think that this weapon is packing some other really impressive stats to help it out, like maybe this one has a faster sprint in and out time so that you can quickscope with it better. It turns out that's not true. The sprint in and out time is the same as all other sniper rifles at 300 milliseconds, and you could say maybe it's got a faster aim down sights time. It did feel a little bit fast to me, but that's subjective. Come to find out, it's actually got a slow aim down sights time. The Locust will ADS in 340 milliseconds. The SVG, which is the big slow sniper rifle, is 400 milliseconds, and the RSA is 400 milliseconds. So the RSA sprint in and out times and aims down sight and overall quick scoping and handling abilities are much more like the SVG than they are like the Locust, except it has maybe half the one-shot kill area as the SVG and maybe 3/4 of that as the Locust. It also has the same idle sway, same recoil, and same center speed as the SVG. Now the Locust has somewhat less idle sway, making it easier to shoot precisely with. The RSA doesn't have that. The handling in the RSA is extremely similar to the SVG, which is very bad given the fact of the small one-shot kill area. It does have one nice benefit that other one-shot kill sniper rifles do not, and that's that it has a red dot sight default optic, which is pretty cool, and that default optic actually does have some aim assist or sticky aim with it. It doesn't have a lot of aim assist, but it has the same small amount that the Drakan and the P06 have. So if you're used to sniping with the P06 or the Drakan and you've kind of mastered how those weapons feel, this is a comparable one-shot kill potential sniper rifle, and that's kind of nice, but I don't think it makes up for the other issues. This is a shorter episode of In Depth. I'm not going to go over every single statistic on the weapon because I'm going to go ahead and tell you it is statistically dominated by every other sniper rifle in the game. The Locust is hands down a better weapon in every single category in every way. The Locust statistically dominates this in all categories. The SVG dominates it in every category except for it shoots a little bit slower, but the one-shot kill areas make up for it. It is unfortunately the worst sniper rifle in Black Ops 3, and it confers no real advantages. In no way will you have an advantage over any other sniper rifle or any other player while you're using this weapon, and in general, I recommend not using it, except of course for fun. If you unlock it and you find it fun, you know, it looks cool, it has a rotating barrel and all that, that's fine, go for it. But if you really want to kill people and perform well, this is not the weapon for you. As for how you should use it, if you choose to, it's obviously best with Suppressor, and I think it's best with fast fast mags, because you get a lot of hit markers with it. The magazine or chamber size isn't very big. You're going to be reloading a lot, so definitely fast mags, maybe rapid fire, maybe extended mags, something like that, but I just went with suppressor and fast mags. And oddly enough, I find that the default scope handles better than some of the other scopes like ELO or Varix or Recon or any of that. I'm kind of a fan of the default scope for this weapon. Like I said, shorter in depth, pretty much not a good gun. If you wanted to get mad and cry at Treyarch about pay to win or OP weapons in the drops, this is definitely not the one to complain about. I actually think this weapon needs a buff, and it's not because I hate you all or that I want the weapons to be pay to win or that I love snipers, but if this is a special weapon, if it's rare, if it's something that we have to unlock and earn, it shouldn't be worse than every other sniper rifle in every way, because then there's no reason to use it. Making it niche is cool, making it maybe do one thing better than the other snipers is cool, but right now it just kind of does everything worse than the other sniper rifles. Guys, that's all for this short episode of In Depth. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. The previous episode was on the HD40, and the next episode I gotta keep top secret for now. Drifter out.